Hey everybody, how you doing? Specifically to my Chicagoans, especially the young ones out there in grammar school, high school. My heart goes out to you guys. We live in a very violent city, unfortunately, and shootings, drive-bys, drug dealing, all those things are a way of life for a lot of these young people. Not so much that they're doing it, but they're constantly around that environment, and sometimes you just can't get out. So my heart goes out to you if you're stuck in that situation. So today I'm coming at you as Jay Survivor. In this violent city, and it's been violent for a long time. I was a junior back in 1993. And I clearly remember this day and I'll never forget it. This was the first time that I ever got shot at. I went to Lane Tech High School on Addison and Western. And I took the Western bus south to North Avenue, got off on North Avenue, crossed the street, and I was still standing on the Western side, but I was waiting to catch the North Avenue bus heading west. Now there used to be, it's not there no more, but there used to be a Pizza Hut. And again, I was on the western side, and I had my back up against the Pizza Hut brick wall. And it was one of those summers where it's real hot, and it was hot. And I had just come off of soccer practice, so I was really tired. And I kind of closed my eyes a little bit, and I had my head leaned back. My back was laid on the brick. And all of a sudden, I felt like rocks, like someone was throwing tiny rocks at me. And it hit me in the face. And I kind of came to, and I looked around, and I noticed that there was people on the North Avenue side of the building on the ground. And there was a girl, and she looked up at me and she yelled, "They're shooting at you, stupid." And as she yelled that, I looked across the street, kitty corner, and I saw this guy running away, and then he turned down the alley. That, at that point in time, wasn't scary, but I got on a bus, and then that whole ride home, I was contemplating, and I couldn't understand why I was getting shot at. I knew nobody from that neighborhood. I didn't hang out in that neighborhood. And that could have been one of the reasons why I got shot at. But it wasn't until I got home. And the reason I'm telling this story is to help people out. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of what you're wearing. Be aware of the people you hang out with. When I got home, I realized that I was wearing a red and black flight suit. Now, because I was at soccer practice, it was a warm-up suit, so I had the matching set. I had the red and black pants, red and black jacket, and I had my red and black Jordans on. And it dawned on me, and I said, you know what? The reason I was getting shot at was because the neighborhood that I was in belonged to a gang that didn't like the colors that I was wearing. Now, I know this happened back in 93, and I know now that the whole gang-banging thing is a lot different. But there's still some people out there that if they see people wearing the wrong colors, you'll get called out. So the point of me telling you the story again is be aware of your surroundings. Know where you're at. Don't ever take for granted that you're safe when you're in the city. Especially, like I said, if you're one of those young people who live in a high crime very violent neighborhood. My heart goes out to you guys. It really does. Be careful who you hang around with. Sometimes it's inevitable. Sometimes you have family members who are gang members or drug dealers. And it's just who they are. But sometimes you love them and you care for them so much that it's difficult not to be with them, you know. But just be aware, just be careful, and I hope that you guys learn a lesson. I hope that this helps someone avoid a situation. Now again, I know that we're living in critical times, hard to deal with. We're living in a time where it's going to take a lot more than politicians' promises. It's going to take a lot more than laws. To be honest with you, I believe, my faith is that it's going to take a higher power in order for all this to end. But until that day, please be careful. Thank you guys for listening. Again, if you like my channel, if you like my videos, subscribe. Thank you so much for all the comments, and really appreciate your time. Thanks.